Here are 10 practice problems on studies and experiments which will wrap up statistics for the Math SAT. And as per usual, I'll leave these questions and the answer key in the description below. So if you want to work ahead, you can go and do so, but if you need a little bit more help, I will be going through every single question. And if you need a little more clarification, you can always shoot me a DM or something, alright? Anyways, let's get started with question number 1. A sample of 44 grade students was selected at random from a certain school. The 40 students completed a survey about the morning announcements, and 32 thought that the announcements were helpful. Which of the following is the largest population to which the results of the survey can be applied? So for these types of questions, where they're asking you the largest population it can be applied, you're gonna look at the sample, alright? So here's our sample, and every single time, just ignore this number, alright? I don't care what the number is. So here, our sample is 4 grade students at a certain school. So that's the largest population to which it can be applied. So let's look at our answer choices. The 40 students, don't care about the number, so it's not A. 4 grade students at the school. Yep, so our answer is B. C, all students. Nope, it's only gonna be these 4 grade students. And then D, all 4 grade students in the county. Nope, it never taught anything about the county. So our answer is B. Question number 2. Residents of a town were surveyed to determine whether they are satisfied with the concession stand at the local park. A random sample of 200 residents was selected. All 200 responded and 87% said they are satisfied. Based on this information, which of the following statements must be true? 1. Of all the town residents, 87% would say they are satisfied with the concession stand at the local park. This one is not going to be true, because 87% of a sample of 200 residents said yes. But surveying every single town resident isn't going to get you the exact same results. Now it might be close, but it won't be the exact same, exactly 87. So 1 is not our answer. And then 2, if another random sample of 200 residents were surveyed, 87% would say they are satisfied. Once again, this 87% only happened with these 200 residents. If we had a completely different survey, it's probably not going to have the exact same results. So it's not going to be 2 either. So our answer is A, where neither of them are true. And if we think back to margin of error real quick, you remember that no study is ever 100% accurate. So this kind of applies here too, where no 2 studies are ever going to be 100% the same, whether it be of all the people or of another 200 random people. Question number 3. The members of a city council wanted to assess the opinions of all city residents about converting an open field into a dog park. The council surveyed a sample of 500 city residents who own dogs. The survey showed that the majority of those sampled were in favor of the dog park. Which of the following is true about the city council survey? Now, when it comes to these surveys, the more diverse it is or the more random, the better. So let's say I took a survey of 50 Genshin players and asked them if they like Genshin or not. I mean, more likely than not, they're gonna respond yes. Now let's say I grab 50 people from down the street and ask if they like Genshin or not. Of course, the results are gonna be more varied then. So here in this survey, they only ask people who own dogs. So obviously, if they own dogs, they're gonna want a dog park. This means that this survey is biased, because it only asks people who own dogs. It needs to ask people who don't own dogs as well. So let's look at our answer choices. A. It shows that the majority of city residents are in favor of the dog park. This one's not true. Now, we know that the majority of dog owners want the dog park, but we don't know about city residents in general, so it's not going to be A. B. The survey sample should have included more residents who are dog owners. Alright, it should be exact opposite, bro. We need less bias. Get this out of here. C. The survey sample should have consisted entirely of residents who do not own dogs. Well, now it's biased to people who don't own dogs. What about the people who do own dogs, right? So this one's also wrong. And then D. The survey sample is biased because it is not representative of all city residents. And this is true. So our answer is D. Question number 4. A survey was conducted using a sample of history professors selected at random from the California State Universities. The professors surveyed were asked to name the publishers of the current text. What is the largest population to which the results of the survey can be generalized. So we have another largest population question, so let's look at our sample. We know our sample is going to be history professors at the California State Universities. So that's going to be our largest population. And let's see. Professors, that's not history. History professors, United States. That's not California State Universities. History professors, yep. California State Universities, also yep. So our answer is C. And then D, professors, it's missing history, so it's not going to be D. Question number 5. A trivia tournament organizer wanted to study the relationship between the number of points a team scores in a trivia round and the number of hours that a team practices each week. For the study, the organizers selected 55 teams at random from all trivia teams in a certain tournament. The table displays the information for the 40 teams in the sample that practice for at least 3 hours per week. Which of the following is the largest population to which the results of the study could be generalized? So once again, they're asking for the largest population, so let's look at our sample size. It's gonna be, we don't care about this number, teams at random from all trivia teams in a certain tournament. So it's gonna be all trivia teams in a certain tournament. Let's see, all trivia teams in the tournament, yep, but scored 14 or more points, we don't need that condition. B, the 55 trivia teams, don't care about the numbers, so no. C, the 40 trivia teams, don't care about the numbers, so also no. And then D, all trivia teams in the tournament, yep, so our answer is D. Question number 6. A psychologist designed and conducted a study to determine whether playing a certain education. Alright guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm getting tired of reading all this. I'll just skip down here and you'll see that it's the largest group question. So let's look at our sample. Right here we have a sample, and we can ignore this number. It's gonna be all the students at a middle school in a city. So it's just gonna be all the students in a middle school in a city. Let's see what answer choice says that. A, the 35 students, don't even care about the number, so no. B, all students at the school. Yep. C, all middle school students in the city, no, it's only gonna be all the students at this one middle school. And then D, all students in the city, once again no, it's only gonna be at that one middle school, so our answer is B. Question number 7. A polling agency recently surveyed 1,000 adults who were selected at random from a large city and asked each of the adults, are you satisfied with the quality of air in the city? Of those surveyed, 78% responded that they were satisfied with the quality of air in the city. Based on the results of the survey, which of the following statements must be true? 1. Of all adults in the city, 78% are satisfied with the quality of air in the city. Well, here we know that this 78% only goes with these 1,000 adults. So we can't say that all of the adults will have the exact same, exact same opinion. So no. 2. If another 1,000 adults selected at random from the city were surveyed, 78% of them would report they are satisfied with the quality of air in the city. Once again, no two surveys are gonna have the exact same results. So we only know that the 78% goes with this 1,000 adults. If we had a whole nother random 1,000 adults, they're probably not gonna have another 78%. And then 3. If 1,000 adults selected at random from a different city were surveyed, 78% of them would report that they are satisfied with the quality of air in the city. Once again, two surveys aren't gonna have the exact same results. And this is talking about a whole nother different city, so we know for sure it's not gonna be close. Alright, so our answer once again is none. Question number 8. A market researcher selected 200 people at random from a group of people who indicated that they liked a certain book. The 200 people were shown a movie based on the book and then asked whether they liked or disliked the movie. Of those surveyed, 95% said they disliked the movie. Which of the following inferences can be appropriately drawn from the survey result? So here they only asked people that liked the book. And then these people that liked the book, 95% of them did not like the movie. So let's look at our answer choices. A. At least 95% of people who go see movies will dislike this movie. Well, no. This 95% only applies to people who like the book, not all people in general. So it's not going to be A. B. at least 95% of people who read books will dislike this movie. Once again, this only applied to people who liked a certain book, not just read books in general. So not B. C. Most people who dislike this book will like this movie. Well, we know the opposite is true. We know that people who like it dislike it, but we can't say that people who dislike the book will like the movie either, right? Like, and then D. Most people who like this book will dislike this movie, and that's exactly what this says. So our answer is D. Question number 9. Near the end of a US cable news show, the host invited viewers to respond to a poll on the show's website that asked, "Do you support the new federal policy discussed during the show?" At the end of the show, the host reported that 28% responded yes and 70% responded no. Which of the following best explains why the results are unlikely to represent the sentiments of a population of the United States? So here, this survey, it only asks people who, or it only asks the viewers, alright? It only asks these people who specifically watched this guy's show. It doesn't include every other person that didn't watch this random guy's show. So that would be a reason, alright? Because it's not random, it's not diverse. So let's look at it. The percentages do not add up to 100. So any possible conclusions from the poll are invalid. What? No. B. Those who responded to the poll were not a random sample of the population of the United States. Yep. There were not 50% yes and 50% what? The show did not allow viewers enough time. Okay, what are these random answers for A, C, and D? Anyways, our answer is gonna be B. Question number 10. To determine the mean number of children per household in a community, Tabitha surveyed 20 families at a playground. For the 20 families surveyed, the mean number of children per household was 2.4. Which of the following statements must be true? So here, this person surveyed only families at a playground. And we all know that who would go to a playground unless they had a kid? I mean, like, actually, I don't discriminate. If you're like a grown adult going to a playground, there's nothing wrong with that. But we know most likely it's going to be children. And we know the mean of those 20 families was 2.4, the mean number of children. So let's look at our answer choices. A. The mean number of children per household in the community is 2.4. No. I mean, we know it's 2.4 for these families at a playground, but we don't know about every single household in the community. So it's not A. B. A determination about the mean number of children per household in the community should not be made because the sample size is too small. Alright, 20 is not that small, so not B. C. The sampling method is flawed and may produce a biased estimate of the mean number of children per household in the community. And that one is true. I mean, they only ask families at a playground. And then D. The sampling method is not flawed and is likely to produce an unbiased estimate of the mean number of children per household in the community. Alright, that was just the exact opposite of what we said, so it's not D. Alright, well that was 10 questions on studies and experiments, and alright, this one is definitely just reading, okay? Like, where's the math in this? Why is this even called math? I mean, you mentioned mean like once, and then all of a sudden it's math. Anyways, for these types of questions, just make sure you read super duper close, alright? Like, reading is especially important here, because they might hide stupid things like playground, alright? Like, one word changes your answer. Anyways, other than that, also make sure that... Oh yeah, remember that no studies are ever gonna be the exact same. And also remember that for these largest population questions, just look at the sample and ignore the numbers, alright? If any answer choice has a number in it, that answer choice is wrong. Okay, well that's gonna be it, and I'll see ya.